Okay, so you've gone from a 0 to a 6 or bigger. I don't know, but I specifically got this question from one of the girls that wrote into me. And she says that she feels huge and that she's uncomfortable and nothing is feeling right. So I'm going to give you some tactile ways to work through this. The first thing that I ask you is, what is your current goal? If your current goal is to get pregnant, why are we fussing about weight loss? If your main goal is to get your period back, obviously we make sure that that's done first. If you have your period back, it has gone through a year or so of settling, you've gotten a few periods under your belt, you're feeling good about it, then it's probably a better time to approach this goal. If you have only gotten one period back, then it's not a good time to focus on your weight because your body is still in recovery mode. If you are trying to get pregnant, then we should be focusing on those hormone levels, and your body is going to be changing for a pregnancy anyway. So it's really not a good time to try to work on everything all at once. Pick your goal. So the first thing, if you are picking this goal and saying, yes, this is an okay time for me to worry about my weight. I'm not working on getting pregnant right now. My hormones are better. My period is restored. Let's keep going. Is what you're working towards mentally and physically obtainable? Is this meant to be yours? So I say that as somebody who was a size 0, and yes, I am between a 4 and a 6 now, but I can honestly tell you that when I was at my lowest weight, when I was sitting at that 0, it was mentally and physically unsustainable. I could not keep it up. I was miserable. I was unhappy. I was stressed out. I was low energy, and it just wasn't right for my body. So I ask you that for you to question yourself. Is this goal that you're working towards, getting yourself back to a certain size, getting yourself to a different weight, is it physically and mentally obtainable? Is it meant to be yours for your body? Next question, is your relationship with food restored? Or are you still counting calories? Are you still hyper fixated on everything? Are you binging chocolates when you finally let yourself eat it? Or are you at a level place where you are comfortable and you're eating foods that you feel happy with? You are not food stressed. Because if you haven't restored your relationship with food, you're going to continue down a disordered path, and it's still not right for you. So you should be stopping at each of these points to make sure that you're ready to go past. You can't go forward if you haven't picked your goal. You can't go forward if you haven't decided whether or not what you're working towards is actually meant for your body. And you cannot go forward if your food relationship has not been fixed. If all of that is lined up, the next part is to pick one way. Decide what you would like to play with first. Are you interested in shifting some of your food choices? Or are you interested in shifting some of your activity? Maybe you up it and you increase the amount that you're running, you increase the amount that you're weight training, you start a new program, but you leave your food alone. Likewise, you keep whatever activity you're doing the same, or you change your food a little bit. Like maybe you're not going to have dessert after every meal anymore. Doing both at the same time is going to put yourself in too much of a state of stress. Try picking one way for a little bit, and if after a week or two you're not seeing much of a change, tweak it again. If you're not seeing much of a change, tweak it again. After 2 weeks or so, change it a little bit. But you are constantly monitoring your chart for your period and your other symptoms that you're having. And that's the best way that you can approach weight loss in a safe way to figure out what's right for your body and still enjoy the life that you have. I hope that these stopping points for you was helpful. If they were, please consider liking and subscribing, and let me know what else I can help you with. Take care.